What's up everybody, it's Chandler. I'm here today filming a YouTube video. This is actually my first one that's not workout related, but it is fitness related in a way because I'm going to be filming a big cheat meal today. While doing it, I'm going to discuss a couple fitness topics that people sent me through Instagram before, and just different things maybe people might have questions on. But the real reason I'm doing it is so that I can devour this pizza. So today we got 18-inch chicken club. That is monstrous. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I doubt I will, but I'm gonna give it my best shot for an epic cheat day meal. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this thing. Well, first things first, got a little flop to it there. I'm gonna dig right in. I'm not sure how many of you know of Barstool Sports, but they do a pizza review video. They put up tons and tons of pizza reviewing videos in New York. So I'm going to channel my inner Dave Portnoy here, who was the guy that reviews the pizza, and give this a rating. I'm going to give it a 7.1 out of 10, which isn't a bad score. Or quarter of the way. This is a huge pizza. I don't know how I'm going to finish this. Probably have to slow down or something. It's huge. While I dive in, figured I'd go ahead and start one of my first topics. It's kind of funny because I'm going to talk about different diet types and what kind of dieting is best as I munch on this pizza. There's a couple different diet types that a lot of people use that are really popular. This kind of depends on what your goals are, but the main for bodybuilders are going to be flexible dieting, which is if it fit your macros, IFYM, if you ever heard of that. And there's also the old school dieting, where you basically just eat a bunch of protein, eat really clean, and eat high protein meals that are supposed to build muscle. There's keto, which is a bit harder of a diet to do. It involves eating a lot of fats, but getting your body to a state of ketosis, and there's actually a lot of benefits of that. It's just very hard to maintain. You definitely can't have meals like this very often. And then there's also the clean eating. So those are 4 different diet types that a lot of people that are working out like to do. Clean eating is a little bit more universal so that anybody can. And that's basically just make sure you're eating greens, you're eating good proteins, low fat meals, good quality complex carbs. What my personal favorite is the flexible dieting, if it fit your macros, IIFYM mode of dieting. And basically what this involves is calculating everything that you eat based off of a certain calorie number that you're trying to get to for the day, and that includes macronutrients, which will be your proteins, your carbs, your fats. So, macronutrients, carbs, proteins, fats. What are they? What do they do? How do I set them up? How do I know what I'm supposed to do? Again, depends on what your goal is. So the simplest way to put it is you're trying to gain weight, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to maintain. These macros are going to be set up depending on what your caloric intake is for the day, and also total daily energy expenditure, and you can calculate that online. The best and the easiest one that I've used is the tdeecalculator.net. It's going to tell you what your maintenance calories are based off of height, weight, gender, activity level. For example, I put all my information in, and my maintenance calories sit around 2,900 calories per day. If I'm trying to lose weight, I'm going to cut down on the amount of calories I eat. For example, currently I'm eating a pizza, but I'm in a slight caloric deficit that's meant to lose fat, still gain muscle, lose a little bit of weight, but not too much. I knock about 300 calories off of what my maintenance are per day, and that's what my go-to is. So I'm eating around 2,600, 2,500 calories per day. And then I go to set up what my macros will be. So these are a percentage of your calories. What you can do is use an app like MyFitnessPal. You go in there and you put in the amount of calories that you want to eat in a day. You go in, you're gonna put in what that calorie goal is. For me, I put 2,600 calories. How many of those calories will come from which macronutrient? 30% of my calories will come from carbs, 35% from protein, and 35% from fats. What this comes out to is about 190 grams of carbs a day, right at 100 grams of fat, and about 200 grams of protein. I like to keep the protein at least over 1 pound of protein per body weight. That's a little bit about how you can set up those macronutrients. MyFitnessPal is a great app to use. The TDEE calculator is really good for determining what those maintenance calories are, because it's for male, female. You could be 5 foot, you could be 6'10", and that includes energy level. I put moderately active because I work out 5 to 6 days a week, but I also have an office job, so when I'm not working out, I'm sitting at the desk. With all that in mind, you're going to use that to calculate how many calories, how many macros, what all you're going to eat for the day. Get back to this, I'll be right back. I think I might make it through. I think I can. Got a good feeling. Tanner. Yes, please. I need something.
What's up?
Can you hand me that diet ginger ale and grab me one more from the fridge?
You want lemonade? I got a diet lemonade from...
Diet?
Yeah.
Please.
You dying?
I'm about to die.
What is this crusty?
I know. Okay, I had to give in. I was trying to go without. I had to get Tanner to bring me some Diet Canada Dry, and she also picked up a Diet Lemonade because I am choking on this. If I could go back and rate it again, my rating would lower because I almost can't even eat the crust because of how dry it is. Main pizza is great. The crust, pretty dry, pretty hard to eat. It might be because I've had the pizza like 30 minutes now. But still, no excuse. Biggies. It's okay. We're gonna make it happen. Another question I got asked is, what are my specific fitness goals? And I can't stress enough the importance of identifying what your fitness goals are before you actually get into the gym, before you start a workout plan, before you dedicate your life to something like this. You really need to know what it is you're trying to go for and what your long-term goals are, or else the motivation it's very hard to come by. I found myself at times not knowing exactly what I'm trying to achieve or what those exact fitness goals are, and I've had the worst time trying to get up and go to the gym, worst actual performance while working out. It was all because I didn't have a specific goal in mind. So personally, my fitness goals as of right now, I want to stay athletic through all that I do. That kind of incorporates into what my training plan looks like. I also want to improve my overall physique, which most people do. And finally, long-term health. Whenever Tanner and I, my wife, we have kids, I'm able to coach their sports teams and work out with them and do different sports and be active and be able to travel with them. I want to be able to do all those things. Those specifically are my fitness goals, and what I have to continue to remind myself of in order to keep up my enthusiasm and drive to be in the gym. Halfway done. I've got to do more talking because I'm dying here. Easiest way to put it and the best way to explain this. What my favorite exercise are for each body type or body part. I'm gonna start off with one that a lot of people are interested in. I got a couple questions about. What is the best exercise for glutes? Squats are the best overall exercise for the entire lower body. That's a very obvious answer, that's a rookie answer, but it's true, as it incorporates so many different muscles. Now you can do different variations of your squats, so many different types that are gonna allow you to kind of target different areas. But some other ones that I really like that not a lot of people always don't really know about are step ups. So you'll get a platform, a couple feet off the ground, hold dumbbells and do step ups. It's really good for targeting glutes. I'm also doing lunges or even leg press with a tight positioning of your feet are really going to target your outer glutes. Whenever I start thinking about chest, again, rookie answer, but doing a bench press, but making sure that you're incorporating not only flat barbell bench press, but you're doing your dumbbell bench presses as well. Favorite body part to work though, I feel like all these are rookie answers. I love doing arms because I feel like my arms, I have a lot of stamina, so I can do long workouts. The body part that I kind of lack in the most, at least in my opinion, is doing back. Tire out pretty quickly, build the complete overall physique is incorporating more back. And the best exercise for back that I have found are doing deadlifts. Deadlifts are the most challenging, but those will give you a great workout. Back to the pizza. I don't want to fail, but this is killing me. I got 2 pieces left. Anyways, the inspiration for this food challenge today, I've been following a guy named Zach Perna on YouTube for a little bit now. It's kind of newer that I've been watching, but I was watching a cheat meal of his and I said, I'm going to do that. You know, that sounds really fun. By the way, not as fun as they look. This is not even close to as fun as they look. Hopefully it comes out with something worth it. A lot of the knowledge that I have now is from watching and learning and listening to those people that have done it before. I just listened to an audiobook recently. It was about investing and about making money, and it said, find somebody who's done it and learn from them. Why reinvent the wheel? Why try to do something that you know nothing about when there's somebody out there who does know? Learn from people that have been successful. Learn from people that know what they're doing, and then put your own twist on it. I'm not sure I could do this again, or eat pizza again. For at least, well, let's be real, it's gonna be like a week maybe, and I'll probably get pizza again. And if you follow me on Instagram, I have a highlight, an Instagram highlight for all the supplements that I'm taking. And supplements are great. They're a really good way to kind of just bring another edge to your workout, help with your performance. They are meant to supplement your workout. So one question I got about was what kind of BCAAs? So the BCAAs are branched chain amino acids. What these do are help with endurance while you're in the gym. So if you're tiring out, it helps with that. Also helps with recovery. You're not so sore the next day. Oh, it's good to be sore. You know you've worked out. It can hinder the rest of your workouts if you're too sore to do something the next day. These do or help with that recovery process, and they're also going to help with muscle protein synthesis, which is going to help with building muscles. Overall, really good product. Some people say they don't use them as much, they don't really see the benefit. There's others that speak super highly of them. If this is the middle, leaning a little bit more towards the benefit. I really like them. I like BCAAs. They help me get through my workouts. Sometimes you get them that just taste really good. But with that being said, currently I use a formula by BPI Sports, which is Best BCAAs. They're very, very good. They're good quality ingredients. Not always clinically dosed, which is important to some people. If you're looking for something with the best clinical dosage, there's a company called Transparent Labs that makes BCAAs, and those are going to have the most accurate, most clinically dosed aminos within. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking. She's going wild. She loves BCAAs. Kind of depends on what you want. If you're looking at protein, it's important to remember that protein is not a replacement for real food. It is to be used if you're on the go and you need more protein for your day. But that is a good one if you're going quickly. I usually work out pretty early in the morning. So between my workout and going to work, I usually do use a protein shake just so that I can get those nutrients in quickly. Those are the big ones, proteins, BCAAs. Something that I'm using currently that kind of has there's a lot of myth behind it, but it's also can be true depending on the quality of the ingredients and the quality of the product that you're using is a testosterone booster. Personally, I have lower testosterone. I am using one right now from Rise Sup. Really, really like it. It's done a great job. It has brought in a lot of drive and motivation. Obviously, there are side effects. Get a little bit aggravated, a little bit faster, agitated. But if you know how to handle that, this isn't a bad product because it really doesn't bring those on in volumes. It's very, very small. It's kind of hard to notice. There's really a lot of products that are going to do you good. It's just knowing how to take them. And hey, Mia. This is my pup. She smelled the pizza from far away. I don't think she was barking about the BCAAs. I think she was barking about the pizza. You do not want any of this, but I'll give it to you. We're good? All right, let me finish. All right. There's crust left. I'm not eating that. It's harder to rock. Decent pizza. Crust wasn't that great, but that's it. I am full. That was hard. That was way harder than I thought it was going to be. If there's any takeaways from this, I would just say, 1, don't do pizza cheat meals. 2, make sure you're setting goals when you get in, before you start a fitness journey, or whether you're in a fitness journey, make sure you have goals and you really know what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Lastly, before you start a meal plan, before you start taking a different supplement, before you start incorporating something new into your diet, do your research. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I love to help in any way I can. I've just been doing this for a while. I've been working out since I was in 8th grade and learning more and more as I go. You might have more knowledge than I do. It's very possible. I'm just a guy that likes to work out, and hopefully some of the information I provided can help you in some way. There are going to be people that have a lot more knowledge than me. There's going to be people that have less knowledge than me, but I just want to be able to provide content that somebody can use in their own life and in their own fitness journey, and hopefully that it gets to them to where they want to be and gets them to that goal. Overall, thank you guys for watching. I'm done with pizza. We're done here. Thank you guys. What's that? Tanner, I'm gonna have a blooper reel. I'm gonna try to get a thumbnail. Those are some really good exercises that you should be incorporating into all of the entirety of the body that you're doing. I'm gonna cut that. YouTube and fitness Instagrammer